Gotta let the cats in. Sorry. All right, buddy. Okay. Don't kill yourself. Hey, come here. Come on. Oh, stop. Come on. Give myself the 7 sacred Balinese flower infusion. Give you a little spray. Okay. Oh, boy. Paradise. Want some of that? Ahom. Neatly press your tongue behind your upper teeth. Take a deep breath through your nose. Expand the back side body. Draw the navel in on the exhale. Expand and contract. In pulsation. Feel your rhythm of your breath and let that expand to the rhythm around us that connects us all. As we breathe together. One more Om. Let's get into the space of the vibration. Ahom. Connecting head to heart to earth. Namaste. Welcoming salutation. All right. All right. All right. Hi, buddy. Had a nice lazy day with Papa? Okay. Exhale strong, push the thigh, base the seat, and get strong in the core. One more time, tongue up. Let's balance the body and the breath. Sorry, buddy. One more. Namaste. All right. Okay, let's stretch out a little bit. Let's get into the back body for a moment. Check the fingers and the toes. Check the shoulder blades, side body, the shoulder joints with the reverse lace lock mudra. Right? That's external shoulders, that's long side body, shoulders rotate out. Spine gets long. Regular lace is internal shoulders. So that's going to put a little pressure in the joints. Which will stabilize the shoulder blades to allow us to access our neck a little bit. And we push the palms together. And try to feel the strength of the inner arms and activate the inner legs a little bit by pressing the base of the toes forward, especially the base of the large toes. Good. And we'll roll onto the backs of the hands and continue that circular connection, checking in with the wrists, elbows, and shoulders. As we pull the elbows together, we can express the extension, which will end up in downward dog and plank and up dog. Thumbs or index forward as you like to base the inner strength and protect the wrists as we can come into our flow. Okay. If you need to unmute yourself and talk to each other or say anything to me, there, I've allowed that option, so that's always an option if you need to say anything, express yourself, or push up into a squat. Right? Bring the hands forwards. Okay. Then play some jazz. Take a prayer. If that's too loud, let me know. You okay? All right. Lean to one side and push that thigh out. Let the head go down, ear towards shoulder. Take your neck, upper back. Let's try the other side. Okay, good. From prayer, again, we'll lift the chest and lean to one side and thumbs up, archer's pose to the back. If you want to lock out, you can check your shoulder joint by clasping your hands together. Right. See if you can access down the spine into your lumbar, your lower back. Let's try the other side. From the prayer up, the heart bone, we draw the bow back. Okay, and clasp option. All right. Then arms, elbows towards the floor, arms towards the legs, fingers spread, palms down, heels up, feet together, hips high, and lean on your arms a little bit, as much as you like. Okay. All right. We'll press back to dog. Start to walk it out. Breathing deeply, pressing our hips and shoulders side to side. Then we'll roll forward into a tiger flexed plank. And take your favorite press, whatever you like. As we're warming up, we'll start with the knees down and flex back. And then flex forward. Extend back. And extend it forwards up. Yeah. And then we'll flex to center. Maybe thumbs forward, base inside, hug inside. And gyrate the pelvis. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. X, flex. In, extend. And the other way. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. X, flex. long shoulder, and extend. All right, we'll stand down, walk, lift one leg, open that core, get into the shoulder, and take the shin forward into our Thai flow. And walk the back, active toes back, and move the pelvis side to side. And take the finger stance wide. Put the elbows forwards over the wrists, thumbs to the middle, and shoulder blades back or up. Back toes flex to activate the pose and roll. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. In, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, feel the lower back. Exhale, feel the shoulder blades come into the spine muscles. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. We'll press out. Stand on the back foot. Right? Inhale, kick back. Exhale, press down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, press back to down dog. Walk it out, pushing back, moving more side to side, less forward and back. And open the other leg, inhale. Open the front core, and exhale forward with the shin, open the back core, deep seat, back toes flexed, pelvis side to side. Finger stance wide, elbows over the wrists. Inhale, roll up, flex the back toes. Exhale, press down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, press down. Inhale. Exhale. In. X. We'll push it out. Be a little longer or shorter. Stand on the back leg and prepare to inhale, kick back. And exhale, press forward and up or down and up as you like. Toes flexed, toes extended, knees down, knees up, knees down, knees up as you like on the back. We'll slide on the toes to come up to kneeling and pulse down, 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 down to Caesar pose, kneeling meditation, cross the toes. Right? So inhale, pull up and back. Exhale, push the top thigh, chest forward, shoulders back. Inhale, pull up and back. Heels squeeze together. Inner heels squeeze together. Exhale, press thigh. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, press. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hammer the hips, get under the ribs with the palm, side fist into the core. Option. Or just press thigh if you don't want to press your core today. Inhale back. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, nice. Flex the toes, feet close together. Sit down on your heels. Get your sit bones close to your heel bones. Sitting down. Inhale, hold the breath. Kumbhaka. Lock in. Mahabandha. Sit bones, navel, throat. Exhale, press it down. Get in touch with your upper strength. You know, inhale, hold. Exhale, press. Inhale. Lock at the top. Exhale, press out. Hands on the thigh, close to the knee, cross the toe again. Right? Inhale, exhale, flex. Out. Right? Inhale, support your thumb to your sacrum. Inhale, back, pelvis slightly forwards. And repeat. Try to squeeze your inner thigh, weight on the inner knee bone. Flex. In, extend. Pelvis forward this time. Flex. In, extend. All right, you can do whatever you like, but yeah, this is gentle today. So flex the toes again. Turn the hands out. Try to catch the heel. If that can't happen, just stay on the pelvis today. If you have pain in your sacrum or your lumbar, just stay on the pelvis today. If you can reach your heel, catch your heel. And inhale, circle outside and back. Exhale. In. X. You want to press your sacrum with one hand, that's fine. In. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, maybe. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to take a little break, relax the toes, and push the sit bone towards the floor. Pulse, 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 pulse. And other side, sit bone towards the floor. Pulse, 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 pulse. Let's try the other side. And hold the press to pelvis, if you like, or press the sacrum. Inhale, circle up. Exhale, down. You can reach your heel, go ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Help yourself sit down towards your heel. Slowly bring your fingers stance forward. Feet are pretty wide. We're going to take a squat. Or feet together if you want challenge. And press back. Check the lower back. Take prayer. Press the heart high. Check the shoulder joints. A little crow. A little crane. Right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll press back to dog. Walk it out. Walking the dog. So take a catwalk. A little circus moment. And we'll open one leg. And we'll kneel forward again. Knee behind the wrist, perhaps. And we'll walk the active Flex toes back. Go a little wide again. Then we'll bring the hands forwards. Right. Okay. Like that. And pelvis side to side. And drop down onto the elbows. Okay. And push the thigh, the front leg, upper thigh out. Hip outwards. Seat towards floor. Good. Okay. Then you can press your sacrum with your fingers backwards. Yeah. And get your shoulder long over your elbow. Inhale. Exhale, twist back. Inhale. Exhale, twist back. Inhale. Exhale, twist back. If you want to catch your back foot, that's thumbs up. Holding the small toe, that's the outer ankle. You want to open up your shoulder. Outer ankle. Small toe side. And pull in towards the pelvis. And breathe for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And release the foot. Push back, walk back. I'm on the back of the mat edge, so I'm at the limit. Then take a shorter stance, or whatever you need to stand up on your back toes. Right? Then activate a little core. Flex the spine a little. Protect your back when you open up. Yeah, open up. Exhale, press your way. Right? Inhale, push up somehow. Exhale, back. Try the other side. Inhale, open up. Exhale, kneel forward. A little bit wide, back toes flex. Check between the shoulder blades, yeah? Find your upper back. Which will release your neck eventually from your upper back. Then bring the hands forward and push back to your natural limit, which means the front ankle does not move and the back toes walk back a little and go deep into the seat and pelvis side to side. Yeah. Good. Then we'll bring the elbows down. Okay. Push the front leg, top thigh out, seat down. Good. And repeat. Rolling the thigh out. Okay. And press your sacrum. And push the shoulder tall with the chest. Inhale, exhale, twist back. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Then if you want to bend your back leg, you can take your thumb up and find your small toe and catch the outer ankle. Open up your shoulder, which drops the shoulder blade, and pull in nice towards the pelvis for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And adjust your position so you can stand up comfortably on your back foot. Get a grip. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, press down and up, or more down and up. Inhale, up. Exhale, release back and rest. Toes as you like. Then take a finger stance and roll it out. 1. Inhale, long tail. Exhale, roll it out. 2. Inhale, long tail. Exhale, roll it out. 3. Inhale, long tail. Pardon me. Exhale, roll it out. 4. Inhale, long tail. Exhale, roll it out. 5. Palms down. Inhale, take an extension that you like. And drop back a little. Protect your wrists and lower back. And twist your shoulder blades forwards and back a few times. Hold one side and hold the other side. And press back and rest. Good. And stand down, dog, and walk it out. Hips and shoulders, side to side. And lift your first leg, or any leg, up. Inhale. Exhale, kneel forward again on your diagonal shin. Okay? Back toes flexed. And push to your depth. Front ankle not moving as much as the back toes, walking back. And keep your arms straight this time, a little hug, right? And then reach through towards your hand, towards your front knee. And stay here, if that's a lot. Or go a little deeper, elbow towards the knee, palms up, shoulder blade towards the floor. The front heel may get into your psoas core, or whatever happens. And hold there for a few breaths. 3, 2, my back toes are flexed, but it's up to you. 1. And take prayer. Try to have your elbow out to the side from your shoulder. Get your wrist between your elbows with some force. And slowly work your wrist towards your chest bone. Feel your lower back, or whatever you feel. Take a few breaths here. 3, 2, excuse me, 1. You can draw your both thumbs up as far back as you please for 3, 2, 1. Thai dancer just means back toes up, which means you're setting up the upper hand to catch the small toe, which means to find the outer ankle to stay open. And pull in to the same side. The heel touches the same side hip. Don't twist the knee. Straight in. And whatever you want to do there. And hold for 5, 4. Ultimately, the technique is the inner heel and the base of the large toe are capturing the pelvis to stabilize the sacrum as you twist the lumbar spine. 2, 1. In the twist, the bandha helps to manage the breath under the pressure of the rotation, which means exhale navel to spine, best you can. And inhale, keep the navel there, expand the back body. All right. The psoas are the wings of the bandha. Okay, then you slowly come up. Be careful with your outer knee. Check in. Pelvis side to side. Then walk your hands back and roll to your outer thigh. And rock on your outer pelvis and thigh. Then take your back foot forwards and cross your leg. And try to get your pelvis up and down. You try to get both sit bones down. The thumbs might like to press the thigh. Middle two fingers pads towards the floor to base the pose. Then, once you establish the sit bones, take the opposite arm to the front leg and hug the shin in and get a clasp. And inhale, pull your chest bone up. Then your front heel is going to kick your front sit bone down on the exhale. Good. Inhale, draw the both thumbs up if you like. Exhale. First 3, 2, 1. If you know my system, you know what we're doing. Hands down, hand back, hand down. Reset your sit bones. Inhale, reach up. High as you can. Lift your chest, arch your back. And exhale, hook your outer arm to your outer thigh. Hold your own heel, perhaps, and take a few breaths here. 3, 2, 1. If that's challenging, in other words, if you feel pain or tightness in your lower back, it means keep your back hand on the floor. If you fall, keep your back hand down. Okay? Welcome, Deiki Sensei. All right? So now we're here. Deiki Sensei, welcome. Thanks for jumping in. Then, from here, if you can manage, you take your breath or keep your hands down. And take another breath for 3. Remember on the twist, the lungs are compromised from the ribs. So Prana Bandha is the key to expansion and contraction with more comfort, more steady, comfortable pose. Sthira Sukham Asanam, which again means one more breath. Exhale, navel towards spine. Inhale, keep the navel there and expand the back. And ultimately, you could go deeper, but if you like, whatever variation. 3, 2, 1. One more strong option is to push up, and you're still in your pose. The thigh is pressing to the outer ankle. You're locked in for 3, 2, 1. If you choose to go deeper, you can draw the bow now. Thumbs up for 3, 2, 1. This is Thai flow, but if you want it arm balance, the Thai massage part is elbow on the hip, side pelvis, and lean on that elbow. Massage that strong hip flexor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then come back down. Release the arm. Cross the legs. Go Mukhasana. Little cow face. Go. Cow Mukha facing. Just try to get your sit bones on the floor. Maybe hook your hips. And just chill out. 3, 5, 4, Deep hip, deep seat, 3, 2, 1. Then I can't do that with my shoulders, but if you want to clasp your fingers or use a towel, get the hips and shoulders together. Leg up, arm up. Some teachers like to do the opposite arm and leg to create a exospiral balance, but that's not the focus today, so you can do that if you like. But then I'm going to release the front leg back. I'm going to slide the front leg out a little bit, line up the knee with the hip, kind of, and then I'll flex the back toes and go back into the base pose. Right, just check the effect in the lumbar, spine, and muscle, and of course the core on the other side. Then we'll inhale, open back. And exhale, press forward and up, or down and up as you like. Inhale up. And exhale back, resting on your knees or standing down as you please. Okay, let's release that tension, that surface, the toxins. We'll roll again. I'm flexing. You can see that. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. X-flex, little hug maybe. In, extend. X-flex. In, extend. Exhale, flex. And go ahead and take your pose that you like. Back up a little or not. Just check in with yourself. And we'll try the other side. Okay. So inhale, open up. Plank that Scorpio to set up the power and the alignment. Power of the front ribs, alignment of the shoulders, girdle. Knee behind the wrist, back toes flexed. Bring the hands forward. The front ankle moves little. The back toes walk, active back toes walk back to the limit of the deep hip, outer IT band, and protecting the outer knee. Cruciate ligament. Right, then from here, sorry for those of you who jumped in late, but this is the third level, a little deeper. If you're looking for something soft, we did just that, you know, press the sacrum and twist, catch the foot or not. But right now we did that, so you can just do that if you want. You just jumped in. Otherwise, you're gonna reach for the front knee, stop here, rest, that's deep, or try to get the elbow towards the knee and perhaps lower down. Again, the front heel might press up into your core between your pelvis and your ribs. Then you, if you can, you ease down, take prayer, elbow is straight out from the shoulder to the side, and pressing the palms towards the chest. However, don't lift the knee, don't put pressure on the ACL, outer knee ligaments. As much as you can. 3, 2, 1. You can draw the bow and work down that upper inner shoulder blade line through the spine for 3, 2, sorry, 1. If you want to hold the thigh and press the sacrum, you can. As we go into Thai dancer, which just means from archer, that foot comes up like a dancer, so that we can find the thumbs up small toe to find the outer ankle. Keep that shoulder rotated out. Expand, stretch that neck, and pull it in. The heel pulls towards the same side hip. Don't twist the knee. And do what you need to do here. And breathe for 5, please. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And slowly help yourself up. Careful. Gentle. Slow. Check your back knee pressure. You okay? And we're going to slowly come up. Walk the hands back. And roll to the outer thigh. Relax your back foot if you want. And just check in on that outer thigh. Checking the experience there. Then the back leg will come forwards and we'll cross the leg. The foot, outer ankle, the outside of the thigh. Then we'll push the ground, lift the pelvis, try to get both sit bones down. You might want to hook, is that too loud? You might want to hook your hip thigh, ground your seat bones, kind of like Gomukhya for your seat. Then the opposite arm will hook the front shin. Pull that foot leg back a little bit. Clasp your hands together. Inhale, lift your chest bone till your front leg sit bone comes off the ground. Then exhale, kick your front heel and get your front leg sit bone down. Then if you like, you can hold on and draw the bow back, thumbs up. For 3, 2, 1. Then as per usual, my way, is we will then push to earth. Inhale, reach for the sky. Arch that back. Then exhale, we'll hook the upper arm to the upper thigh. And hold our heel or whatever. And breathe for 3. Twisting slow. Feel the bones move past the muscles. Feel the muscles move past the organ. Feel that. If that's challenging, if you feel tight in your back, or if you fall, of course, just stay here and continue. If you can base somehow on your sit bones, then you can take prayer and push your wrist between your elbows, lifting your chest, and breathe back for 1, 2, 3. If you want to go a little deeper or take a break, that's fine. You can also draw the bow thumbs up. 5, 4, whichever variation. 3, anything okay. 2, exhale, close the front a little, navel. But stay tall. Inhale, try to open the back body. Don't move the navel when you inhale. All right. Then if you want to rest, you can rest, or you can go a little stronger and push up onto your shin. The outer ankle is still the outer thigh. Sylvain, where did you come from? Paris Connection. Welcome. Welcome, Sylvain Sensei. Thanks for jumping in. If you're up this tall, and you can do it, you'll take prayer and get strong for 5 and long. 4 and ground it in your front heel, base of toes. 3, 2, 1. If you want to go a little deeper, the same sequence, thumbs up, get your hook, and go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can come down and rest, or if you can base out You're gonna massage that tight flow elbow into the hip, to that outer thigh. Of course, you can massage your own outer thigh, but that's a longer, for your own practice. But for right now, the IT band, nice and warm, but eventually find that hip flexor and try to sit on that elbow for 5, 4. Some people like to stand on the back outer heel, which is, I beg your pardon. Some people like to stand on that back inner heel like a warrior 2 back leg, and as you like. 3, 2, 1. Then we'll come back down and we'll go into a cow face option, which is to cross the legs and try to kneel down. And if possible, sit on a block or a blanket or the floor or the mat and try to get your sit bones towards the floor. Get cozy and might want to use your thumbs, your 2 middle finger pads pressing towards the floor. 3, leaning forward, open hips. So the key to get into the corridor of the lumbar spine and the space of the quadratus lumborum lower back. As I mentioned on the first side, my body doesn't like to do it, but if you have a towel or you can clasp your fingers or wrists, you can hold. I think classical style is opposite arm to opposite leg, but as you like. Yeah, to create that spiral, that X of opposites. It's all good. Then release down. Right? And I'm going to uncross the leg. And I'm going to push the front leg out a little just to get more hip. And take the front leg back. And flex the back toes. Check in the effect of the pose. Pelvis side to side. All right. Hands get on the mat. Make sure you're good, but with a little flexion so that you feel stable in your back from your front support. When we inhale, kick straight back. Exhale, press it out. Straight arms, okay. And then inhale, press up on the front or backs of your toes. And release back and rest for 5, 3, 2, 1. Then we're gonna stand down. Take the right foot, whatever side, first foot behind the wrist, short stance, short wide stance behind the wrist. The back heel drops in. And then we interlace the finger over the thigh above the knee and flex up a little bit. I'm not standing very much today, but let's just flex up a little bit here and bring the elbows into the navel, arms towards around the chest, towards the ribs, and long or short stance, and just get both heels down, inner heels down, and alternate the shoulder blades forward and back. If you like a shorter stance, you can squat, hip side to side, or long stance, and just keep the back leg straight. Short stance is more core, long stance is more back. All right, then we'll shield up by bringing the elbows together and try to keep the elbows together for a while and find the back heel and find the backbone. 5, excuse me, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Then I'm going to take the back leg side arm. Is that right? I beg your pardon. I'm going to take the front leg side arm, okay, and hook the back leg side arm and try to hold my thumb or clasp or lace or whatever you can. And then bring the elbow towards the navel and get into the core. Let it pull the back, lower back open, feel the shoulders. And take that up and back if you can, but try to keep the shoulder blades down, please, to protect the nerves in the shoulders and the spine. 5, 4, a little more lunge, maybe 3. Find that back inner leg. 2, 1. Then as we let go, we pull the arm out. 3, 2, 1. And then we lunge and kneel. Get the arm outside the thigh and take prayer position. Trying to press the thumbs or the inner wrist towards the chest bone to move down, up and down the spine, stretch. And again, this sequence is drawing the bow, which will move the stretch down to the lumbar, lower back. So you might be feeling now. And of course, the inner shoulder blade. Extreme option, and hook your hip with your elbow, with your thumb, and catch your foot. Maybe you can hold the floor with your finger stance, and just take a nice long opening. Right? You could also go deeper, whatever you like. For 3, 2, you can't see my finger, but I'm gonna keep the camera there for the other side standing. 1. Release everything and rest and breathe your kidney. You want to take a little twist or whatever, and then arm lock. Just today, okay, I'll show you my hand, sorry. Just for today, just gonna pull the back toes flexed. I'm just gonna pull the hips back and stretch through my shoulders and spine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then whatever you can manage. You need a little extra press, go ahead. Try to sit your inner leg on your upper arm. And do whatever, super wide, whatever you need to do to get into more of a Thai stretch. Taking the arm balance out and finding the arm balance preparation in the same pose structure by basing it, the back front thigh on the floor, the lower back of the active front leg side. Okay, I'm gonna welcome Catherine and Arnold. Senseis, that's the first hour. I'm just gonna finish the other side. Thanks for your patience. Whatever you want to do is fine. Right? Then we'll take a baby Scorpio, rest on the shin and the calf, and the forearm. And then flex the back toe and stand down on that forearm. Work a little deeper into that forearm shoulder and that lifted leg core. Then kick it out, press it out, and take it down. Inhale, press up. And exhale, press back. And prepare for the left leg forward. Pardon me. Inhale, open the second side. Exhale, step the foot behind the hand. Get the back inner heel down. Ooh, that's tight. Make sure you're good. Check in with your body. And when you're ready, interlace your fingers over your thigh, close to your knee. And then flex in. Try to bring your elbows together towards your navel, your arms around your chest towards your ribs. Just a little shorter stance, maybe both heels down, and alternate the shoulder blades forwards and back. If you like the shorter core stance, you can squat, move your hips side to pull the ribs off the spine, open that back tension, or take a longer stance, which is where we're going with this pose, to shield up so that try to keep the elbows together and find your back heel, find your back inner leg. For 5, a little more lunge, pelvis forward. 3, 2, 1, delicious. Then going to take the front leg side hand and hook the upper arm and pull out a little bit for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then if you can, try to hook your thumb or whatever you can do and pull the elbows towards the navel. And dig in a little bit for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, we'll shield up as best we can. Find that back inner leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll release, but keep the arms and try to pull the arm out and try to kneel down and take the arm outside the thigh. Come into prayer for our sequence theme today. So this is we're moving into the second class, so thanks for being flexible with this test program of adapting to your time zones, everybody. Thank you for your support and community, your Sangam, right? Anga is limbs, Sangha is the community, members, right? So we're opening up 2, 1. If you want to press your sacrum, fingers down, and just chill out here, or hook your hip with your thumb, and that's fine. You can go strong, pull the heel towards the pelvis, or you can reach for the floor. Sorry, you can't see my finger stance, and do something like that. Or as on the first side, you set it up with a nice long stretch for 3, 2, 1, and repeat as you like for 3, 2, 1. Welcome, Natalie Sensei. I have this deep karma with Paris. Okay, with France. And release must be Magdalene. All right, then we're gonna release everything. Thank you for your patience, Natalie. And everyone, as we move into the second class, I'm finishing the second side of the first flow, right? And then if you wanna set up a twist, take that twist, right? Yeah. Welcome, Masha Sensei. Everybody's a teacher of themselves. We're all senseis. In Japan, 20 years later, you're still shy to be called a sensei, but it just means teacher. And then we come in and arm lock And perhaps turn the thumbs. I'll hit the floor now. Forwards. And we'll just, back toes are flexed. And we'll just pull the hips back and breathe for 5. Seat towards the feet. 4, 3, 2. If you need to relax your back toes, it's perfectly fine. 1. Then we'll come up and extend the back leg. Activate the back stance. And if you can, kick your foot out and rest your thigh on your arm, that's fine. If you need to press your thigh, that's fine. Right? Go super wide maybe, or whatever you like, and take a little press. Now we're going to lie down instead of arm balancing. The Thai flow is to use the same base structure as on the first side to access the tension that will allow us to access the power when we do go into the more dynamic arm balance practice. But of course, if you want to take an arm balance, feel free. Okay. Then I'm going to take a baby Scorpio and kneel down. Relax my back toes. Drop onto the same side forearm. And just check it out. Then, if I want to get more into the shoulder, make sure I've hugged the elbow in. Drop the shoulder blade, spread out. Thumbs up. Flex the back toe. And stand down for 3. Get into that shoulder, lower arm, and into that deep frontal core of the upper leg. Opposite hips and shoulders. Opposite inner ribs and inner core. And we'll press into the plank and do as we please, whatever feels right. Then once we're up, and then we're down. I'm going to shift into wrist therapy now to begin the second phase of the training today. Bring the elbows down. This is Thai flow, self-massage practice. We'll bring the elbows together, the palms up. My back toes are flexed. My knees are wide. Why is there so many people joining? Is this a holiday or something? I better get used to it. Our community is growing. All right. Now, then, well, get your hands wide. Try to keep your elbows together or use a cloth on your upper arm. And then turn your palms down and pull your hips back. See what's going on in the rhomboids, the scaps, the traps, the sternocleidos, mastoids, the neck, upper back, inner shoulder blades, between the shoulder blades, upper spine, thoracic, dorsal. Get your dolphin fin activated and then stand down. Cool. And see what's going on in your shoulders today for 3, 2, 1. Dynamic people can always add arm balance, whatever you like. Right? But anyway, you're done with whatever you're doing. We're going to push back up and go plank forward whenever. Check in with your body. All right, and pull back to dog. Beautiful. I'm going to go into some very specific Thai massage, self-massage flow. So I'm going to bring my toes behind my knee, directly behind my knee. Then the receiving calf will diagonal in as if I'm Xing my legs like a gomuka. The toe goes behind the knee and the back foot diagonals in. Why? Because when you walk bad, you want your foot to be massaging the soleus, the deep core calf muscle, like butter top bread. You're gonna split open the the outer layers and get into that. It's painful, so you have to go slow. Remember the tools you choose, Hardy. The toe is a gentle massage tool. As we progress down, you'll move towards the instep and even to the ankle later, because you work the whole line. Just be careful, and we'll ease in. It's deep and necessary. Right, as deep as you can for 3. Try to stay on the central line of the calf. Don't twist the knee of the calf muscles. 1, beautiful. Then I'll move down a little just by wiggling my foot. It will move down and probably has moved up to the metatarsals, up to the top of the foot. Then I'll go back to the center of the calf and ease my way in a little bit for 5. 4. 3. I don't care. I don't care. I love you, Daddy. Yay. 1. You love it. Then we'll wiggle the foot back. We're moving down the line. You might notice with yourself that the bones of the foot are getting closer to the ankle every time you wiggle down. This is a natural gift of the progression, because tendon, kin, in Japanese, is of course where the muscle meets the joint tissue. So it gets thicker as we get lower, so it can take a stronger tool. Am I talking too much? Finally, the ankle will be on the Achilles tendon. 2, 1. Then we come up, we go down a little bit. We're getting closer to the ankle as we go down. And we're right above the Achilles tendon, still muscly. We'll get in pretty deep. Sit on there for 5. Don't rock side to side once you go deep. Please just rock to find it. Then when you apply pressure, don't rock. Just stay on the center line like you're a catwalk, like you're right on the, you're modeling that line right on the tightrope. 1. Finally, basically the front of the ankle perhaps will be touch the heel. That now you're on the tendon, right? The furthest large tendon from the heart flow that takes on the full body weight. So in neglected area. An extra yogi bonus is that the upper heel can go between your sit bone, your perennial body, the Bandha core muscle. That's a beautiful massage. If that feels good for you, feel free. So sit right into that heel, massage your inner central core tension out. Now side to side is probably okay, because the ankle tendon is strong, can take that. And it's far from the knee, so the knee's not taking it, as you can feel. This is a beautiful thing. If you happen to want to go a little deeper, bring your hands back and lift the affected leg, knee a little bit. Get into that ankle. Whoa. That's gorgeous, but don't hurt your knee. You'll feel the outer cruciate ligament. If you feel that, you need to back off. Then we need a counter pose. I hope you enjoyed that. The counter pose is to flex the toes and just, counter pose immediately. Stretch that calf and that ankle, and then, stretch it out. Yeah, I'm flexing all the toes now. You do as you like. For 5, pushing the heel backwards. 4, and try to hold that press. 3, 2, 1. Of course, you can just go a little deeper like a dog and just maybe take your 2 big toes and catch your ankle, your tendon, and just push down. Or you can, go a little deeper like that. Then we'll flex it out. You can cross your legs if you want to do a little cross pose. Heels up, inner thighs together, cross dog, or drop to the cross-legged side plank. If, whatever you like. But mostly we're trying to get the back calf. And kneel down, cross the toe, and rest, and feel the effect of the first side. So we have a reference before moving to the second side. I'm gonna make a pee-pee. So you take a little water, pee-pee, whatever break, or just rest, meditate, feel that, and do the other side in about 15 seconds. Thank you. Perhaps if you have a little tickle in your throat, you might like a little propolis candy. You can put your wrapper in here. Just kidding. Sorry. Terrible joke. Now we do the other side. I hope you're rested. Could feel the effect. Then we'll go back to dog. Right. Check in with the body. Yeah. Wonderful. Press it out, get a little hot. You just stepped into the misty forest. You might need to heat up a little bit and pull back. Then the other side, of course, the toe will go directly behind the knee. Notice how I slid to the toe as a more gentle tool directly behind the knee where all the nerves are, the tendon. There, right. And then I'm going to walk back, my finger pads, move side to side to find the center. The ease ends, the most tender part probably. For 5. If you have any questions or comments, you can unmute yourself. You have that option. I'm happy to talk to you as we go. No worries at all. 2, 1. We come up. Wiggle that foot, let it slide down a little. Before you apply maximum pressure, find the center muscle feeling, warm it up a little bit, and go in as deep as you can and stay on the central line. Do not shift side to side once you're in the pressure, right? Stay on the central soleus line. 3. Exhale, close the front body. Inhale, expand the side and back body. 1. You come up, wiggle that foot back a little. Now probably on the center of the calf, or the belly of the muscle. So ease into the center line for 5, 4, 3, 2. You feel that? Woo! 1. Wiggle that down. Right. And find the center. Warm it up a little side to side with half pressure. And go in for 5. 4. Self-tied flow. 3. Please share this with your students and friends and family. 2. Help a lot. Remember the deep calf. Release the deep lower back. The deep forearm, release the deep upper back. These are trigger points. See, if you start to feel good in your lower back, it's real. Good. Then we'll wiggle down. Now, I'm still on the calf. I'm above the ankle. I did not kick my heel yet, but get where you get. Oh, rolls off like a tightrope. Kind of stay on the center. Muscles becoming tendon. 3, 2, feelings come up. Charged feelings, experiences in the cells. Release the toxins and the tensions and the memories. We don't forget, we just let it go. Move on. New information. Then we slide down to the ankle, the instep above the Achilles tendon. I have now kicked my heel. So I'm at the bottom now. And then I can really lean into that. And remember, boys and girls, the upper heel can neatly fit between your sit bone muscles and your pelvic floor, staying active with your prana bandha, your breath core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, I'm gonna flex the toe, check in with the feeling, then go a little deeper, stretch it out, start to get more dynamic. I know Sylvain is doing handstands to keep warm, smarty. Good idea. I also need to move. Now, if you want to go a little deeper, you can stand down like a dog and wiggle your standing foot back so you can optimize your stretch, your calf and your ankle, you know, or you can extend back, get what you can. And then if you want to take a handstand, you go right ahead. The key to handstand, besides hugging and inner thigh, inner arm, shoulder, is to flex forward. Keep the shoulder joints long. Stay forward, don't go back, right? And then one leg's gonna go up, and one leg's gonna stay down. That's your anchor, right? You shift forward, long shoulder, strong core, long shoulder, strong core. And just give a little swing and try to stay forward. And that's nice. The other practice is to get on your toes and flex forward and just be in the handstand upper body part. Get used to that. That's very helpful. Very, very helpful. You know, we're not warmed up for that, but you'll get warm very fast if you slide up. Press 2, right, 1. Okay, good. I'm gonna move into a little wrist therapy. Come on to the backs of the hands, flex the toes, walk back, and push my hips back. All right. Then I'm going to come up a little bit, like a diagonal line, right? I'm gonna pull apart till the bones stop. Pull away until the bones stop, and then I'm gonna, as I pull apart my wrist, and hug in. Pull and hug. Then, as you pull out and hug in, flex up. Let the shoulder joints go long. Feel the outer upper arm. Feel the side body. Well, that would be more side body, but this is okay here. 3, right, back is relief. Forward is, you know, putting the work in. 1. All right, now from here, we're gonna drop to the elbow and roll the wrist slow down. Slowly, gently down the stream. Right, life is but a dream. And then we turn the thumbs forward, the fingers spread out. Little papillon mudra, little butterfly, little chocho. Japanese is chocho. You can say that to your friend. Chocho means papillon, it's butterfly. Bring the elbows in. Try to keep the hands wide and the elbows in. It's tough. It's tough. Drop the shoulders and start to flex. Try to keep the hug. Try to keep the drop and start to squeeze inner thigh and thumbs forwards, people. Now this is side body. Get long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift forwards and press. Stay in the base of your thumb for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back. If you want to go a little stronger, hand on the hip, right? Flex forward. And a little long, short shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's try the other side. Hand on the hip. Right? And a little flex spine. Forward. Long shoulder, short shoulder. Inhale up, exhale down. 4, 3, thumbs forward. 2, 1. Push it back, check the hip back. Beautiful. Let's drop it down. Now, we're going to come onto the thumb tip towards the middle. And the spread fingers were set up. So on the thumb tip, the fingers are already pre-spread from butterfly to tiger to the tigre. Then we grip in, hug in, always the same body. And then shoulder blades down and squeeze inner thigh and flex up. Long shoulder, strong ribs, beautiful. Tiger body, tiger mudra, right? Stay here, shake your lower spine. 5, toes flex, 3, 4, 3, 2. But can you keep your shoulder blades down with the hug and the flex and the press? Then stay down or stand down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll step the one foot behind the hand, back heel down. I'm going to repeat the sequence from the first class in a very short, a very brief standing series. So if you're just jumping in, we're going to elbows together towards the navel and short stance, short, wide stance, so that we can alternate the shoulder blades forwards and back and squat, shifting the hip side to side to side. Then we'll shield up, take the long stance and the long back. For 5, find your back inner leg. 4, find your backbone. 3, pull your arms up. 2, 1. We'll pull back in, right? I'm gonna go ahead and pull my chest up. Inhale, exhale. Unusual because it's shifting to a different style. Inhale, exhale this time because I'll show you why. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Then inhale, exhale, pull your knee to your chest, to your lifted chest. X, empty, right? In, X, empty, tall. In, X, in, X. Then we're going to pull the knee up to the chest and squat, finding the inner heel. Try to get the knee stable over the ankle. 3, 2, and down pulse. 3, 2, and good. We're going to pull back. Nataraj, we'll squeeze in, right? Help yourself, that's okay. And then kick back. Try to keep your standing hip back. That's pelvis forward, outer hip, inner heel, inner ankle, right? Beautiful. And drop down to your low lunge on the floor. Whenever. Then we'll kick the front leg back and open up that scorpio. And we'll drop down, exhale, press. Inhale, extend up. And exhale, press back to dog. Right? And then step the opposite foot forward. Back inner heel down. Right, I'm going to come up. Okay, you can prep your body if you want. I'll wait for you. Squeeze your inner thighs, hook your hips, make your pelvis forward, sit bones together, right? Flex in, bring your elbows into your navel. Shorten your stance a little bit. Short, wide stance so that you can alternate shoulders, right? Little squat, little hip side to side. Let's push those hips out. Speed walking, sexy dance. Here we go. Then we're going to inhale, exhale, step long and shield up. Try to stay locked in and pull back. 5. Find your back inner leg, stay on the lunge. 3, 2, 1. Now we'll come back to the core and shorten the stance a little bit, right? I'm going to inhale, prepare, exhale, chest up, pull the arms back. Inhale, core, exhale, long tail, long spine. Usually I know we inhale, lift up. This time exhale, because, yeah, we're going to bring the knee to the chest with the lifted chest. Exhale, be empty on the strike. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And this time we're going to catch the leg and pull up to the chest. Empty. Tail forward. Find your inner stance. Try to stabilize your knee over your ankle, over your toe. And down pulse. 2, 1. Catch your ankle. Bring your knees, inner thigh together. Activate core. Lift your chest for the long tail and kick back a little. Keep your standing hip back. You can use your thumb or you can support your thigh. And keep kicking and keeping the pelvis forwards. And then drop down to the lunge whenever. Good job, so very nice, guys. Nice, Deiki Sensei. And then we're going to inhale, kick back and open that scorpio. And exhale, press to power. 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up and press back. Now I'm going to walk up, step up 1 foot, first side. And preparation for a little more Thai flow massage, self-massage. I'm going to pull the back leg up and cross the foot over the thigh with the toe past the knee. So it's not so much hip as it is deep seat, right? And then we hook the hips, the thumbs, and try to simulate a seat or hold the wall or actually sit on a chair is okay, or a bed or whatever. If you have a bed with legs. You can do a lot of things. Do whatever you want to do. You can also hold the floor. But sit back so you lift your standing toes as possible to keep the weight in the inner heel and activate the inner arch of the foot. You do what you can, whatever you can. 3, flex that ankle, activate shin, protect knee. 2, get outer band. 1. All right. You're gonna come fingers forward, squat option, back heel up if you want. I'm just squatting with my back heel up. Heel down is an advanced option, but you know, whatever, all good. Okay, then I'm going to sit down. This is Thai flow, so I'm gonna sit down for a moment, right? And I'm gonna take the upper arm out to the bottom of the foot and twist like that, okay? If you fall back, stay hand down, or whatever you can do is fine, all good. 3, 2, 1. Then I'm gonna try to release my hands back so I can pull my standing foot back, go back into a squat, walk up, forward so I can balance and shift my hands outside. Okay, right? Then I'm gonna try to get my arm outside my foot, this time in a squat. And just stay here, that's fine. 3, do that cross leg lumbar, right? Ooh, get that QL good. Get that koshi. Japanese for lumbar, lower back. Then we try to, again, put the elbow on the hip and lean into that a little bit. Just a little. Hi, buddy. So that, watch out, I'm gonna get you. You can sit that elbow massage into the hip. You can massage that outer thigh band as you like, you know. But for now, I'm gonna try to lean onto there and whatever you like to do from there, but you know. Then, like the other arm balance, it's Thai fly. This is my system I developed. So I'm showing you what I discovered. You might already know. I've never seen anybody teach it in all my years. So is to take the balance out of the pose and find the deep stretch that allows the arm balance to become more light, the body light, which is the backhand wider. So that I can lie down in the pose without breaking my shoulder. So I don't want chaturanga. I want a little wider and get more play, more pullback on my shoulder blade. It's like access my side body. And then I can do the pose on the floor and find the stretch, my shoulder, side body, and lower back. This is Thai flow. Body prep for power, which involves releasing core tension as we breathe. 3, reset your arm. Yeah, reset your arm. 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. Then I'm gonna, just do a vinyasa out. Little fire log. I can line up the ankles and the knees, flex the ankles, right? And one way to do that, and for teachers and practitioners, if your student or you is like that, they don't understand, just push like you're gonna jump back, pull your pelvis back, and that will line up the lower ankle with the knee safely and comfort naturally, right? And set up that hip. The upper leg hip is the target, right? And then we flex the ankles and then protect the knees. Then we roll the upper thighs out with the hand, out, or whatever, hook. And try to get the sit bones back and the chest bone forward. Spread the wings. Keep breathing. Open your throat. Yeah. 2, 1. Beautiful. Then we're going to counter pose by taking the upper leg and just folding the feet like that. I call this relaxed, sexy warrior after a long day. Just kidding. Hands go back, fingers backwards, right? Feet stacked, ankles flexed, shoulder blades, back, right? And pelvis up. That's all. That's all. Some people want to go a little stronger, can just kind of with that, kind of like a soft side body, just to feel more side rib, strong in the lower and long on the upper. Nice body balance there. Nice, simple. All right, let's prepare for the other side. Just chill out and do whatever you like to do. Nice, your shoulders are set up. Get those shoulder blades and shoulder joints ready for the other side. Straight arms the next level on that pressing side, okay? Hands out, dip, and extend. Nice, feel it move down the back. Okay, beautiful. Check the wrists are cool, right? Make sure your wrists are good. Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna vinyasa out. Prepare to stand on the second side and take your time there. If you want to chill out, chill out. If you want to get warm, just warm up. Or thumbs forward, slide up, same stuff, just more progression. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Right? Okay, good. And then I'm going to come to my other side. Take the opposite foot forwards. Right? Always taking this hip out manually, but intrinsically also squeezing the sit bones from this inner thigh. Sit bones together will also roll the hip out from the bandha to stabilize the knee, moving towards the toes, which is we call alignment in action. And then bring the back foot over the front thigh with the toes past the knee. Sorry. So it's very loose lotus, very flexed ankle, right? And then we deep hip, sit down, careful on the knee, flex, locked. Use the wall, use the table, sit on a chair or a bed. Work your way into whatever you want to do in this pose. Then get as deep as you can for 5, 4, 3, flex ankle, 2, lift the standing toe, 2, 1, find your inner heel, your deep seat. Then you can try to squat. You can just rest and watch, right? Flex again and again, right? Okay. For 3, 2, I'm not feeling that. My ankle's not having that right now. So you go ahead and balance. I'm gonna sit down, keep my ankle flexed, and take my hands backwards behind me, right? And take a longer stance and press into that deep seat. I didn't really do that on the first side, but this is my tight side, right? One side's tight, one side's weak. We're getting balanced slowly, slowly. Still, after all these years, we still of our habits that we balancing out. But ultimately, we're going to try to get the arm outside the foot and twist a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If that's challenging like it is for me right now, probably want to keep your hand down and keep pushing your chest up as you press the twist. I'll try, but if you could get to here or here, that's fine. For 3, 2, yeah, my body not having that right now, so I'm going to be honest with myself and get a better, stable release by being where I'm at. Good. The next option is go back. I know it's a long pose. Sequence will come back up, come back forwards, and if possible, get the arm outside the foot again, up on your hands in the squat. And try to get the elbow, into that hip and sit into that a little bit, right? I'm gonna stay right there. That feels right. 1. Okay, good. As before, what I would consider the jewel of the walk away from this type of tight flow is, as mentioned, on the first side, go wide on the back hand. Excuse me, sorry. And try to dip in and find the tension and release it. So prep you for the more powerful variations later. For 5, 4, 3, or just like that, 2, 1. In a more arm balance workshop, I'll teach how to roll up out of that pose. When my body's more warmed up, and how to power up from this deep foundation work of releasing the tension that allows the access to the feeling of the core, which with less inhibition on from the lower back that blocks the core power to press up. Okay, I'm going to drop into this pose, and one more time. If the student or your back foot is not lined up with the front knee, is the profile. A lot of people do this, they don't really understand. First, you have to flex the ankles, activate the shins. Then you can press the pelvis up like you're gonna jump back. However you wanna do that. And that would, you could see, or you could feel, that would line up the ankle with the knee really nice and natural and safe, right? And flex the ankles again, deep hip, long tail, deep seat, bones. Spread the wings, take a breath, and release forward. Flex your ankles, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, I'm feeling that. Girl, boy, I'm feeling that. Then I'm gonna need to release that popping knee and then counter pose. Take the pressure off the outer band and knee and flex the ankles. Bring the hands back and lift the chest and try to press the pelvis up. Just chill or go a little more. So you're either, right, just lifting the pelvis a little. It's a lot of core, a lot of wrist pressure, I know. But if you're feeling okay or you need to rest your wrist, that's fine. But eventually, however you need to do that, lower side body strong, upper side body long, and that could be nice. The core guides you, let the breath take you to your core. Let the core feeling guide you to release the back as you work from your strong, long side body. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to just go ahead and take it back. Cross my dog. I can side body it. Standing version. Or heels up. Much earlier from the calf massage, but the inner thighs are squeezing together, but the knees are not touching. Okay, squeezing the inner thigh together. Get a lot of core dog, and you can cross the other side. Get a lot of nice calf and back behind the knee. Find the tight side, and keep the tight side for a few extra breaths to balance your body. Heels up. The angle might look funny, but just like a down dog. Just cross, heels up. Inner thigh squeezing, knees not touching. 2, 1. Then the vinyasa is you can cross the ankle already and be in that position, which is a nice segue transition into a flow. So thumbs forward, ankles cross, and pulse, heat up again. Or very gentle, okay, or farther back on for the wrist, okay. All right, pull through. I'm gonna ask you permission to go into an arm lock floor therapy. What I'm doing right now for my self-tie flow, my self-tie massage, is when I take Paschimottanasana, and if you know the name but you don't know the meaning, Paschimot is Western Hemisphere. The yogi face the sun, so that's the east side. But the Paschimot side is the back side. So Tan is stretch, Paschimot Tan, stretch of the west, the back, entire back chain of the body, right? The ankles to the occiput, to the neck, and beyond. So what I'm doing for the massage, my elbows are now massaging the outer, whatever bone that is, I forgot the name of the bone, the outer dominant shin bone. The elbow is catching that pressure point. And that's a stomach meridian. So that's a primary energy flow, power of the body's digest flow, right? So you put and then I'll be doing the Bimpi yoga. Bimpi is constipation, or digestion, colonic therapy. I'll be doing that in the workshop the last weekend. I'm doing all that stuff. Get in there. Good, all the mudras. All the leopard, everything good. Using Kung Fu mudras for proper cleansing. But for now, for the Thai flow, the elbows are on the outer shin. The muscle right next to the bone, the outer line of the bone. The elbows are walking. If you can't get quite there, you can bend your knee and still get the pressure points. Hey, that's my floor. And that like that. Okay, so you're walking, the elbows on that outer. What the heck that's? Unmute yourself. What's the name of my shin bone? My God. 10 years of massage therapy school. Various masters, lots of anatomy. I forget my own bones. And then keep working the elbow as far as you can. And lean into it, one side and then the other. Just outside that shin bone. My God, my mind stopped. And you're working your way up. Now the major subo, the major pressure point, is the highest point below the knee, right outside that shin bone. And that's the key pressure point. To open up the flow, digestion, get the energy, get genki. Okay, good, enough of that. Now, the other one that I'll do as briefly as I can, I don't want to waste time, I want to do the arm lock therapy, is the inner arch of the foot when we take seiza, when we cross the feet, when we kneel down. So the instep, the metatarsal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, especially 1, is that that main big toe bone is going to kick into the inner arch as if you're kicking towards your heel to get the high inner arch, which is basically the lumbar, lower back, right? And then we're going to hit that pressure point. There's this in the center of the sole of the foot, which is kind of the upper inner arch. You're going to find that super strong pressure point, and that's to do with the adrenal glands. So our fight or flight, stress response, or high tension lifestyle, or lockdown and getting a little bit stressed, we spike our adrenaline, and that gets depleted, and then or lots of coffee like me. So this will replete or refuel your fuel system, your emergency energy system. So let me point down a little bit and get closer. Sorry, I tried to do this fast. So then you're just going to cross your feet, not your ankle, your feet. You're going to kick towards your heel and then slide closer to the ankle. It's literally like an X. And that metatarsal big toe bone instep is going to find that pressure point. Some of you have done this with me before. Now you can lean into it. Try to find that pressure point. The wider your knees, the more you can access that pressure point. This is not going to be easy to find that. This is maybe easier to find it. So, okay, that's enough time for that. So just try to find that pressure point and lean into it. Find it and sink into it. If you don't feel it very much, you're a very relaxed person, or the other side will feel more or less, for sure. So once you're in that pressure point, the receiving foot, you can lift that knee and go a little deeper into that ankle while you massage the high inner arch point of the foot. Start to stretch your joints, tissue up in your toes and in your foot. Right? Okay. Then after we do the massage, then we stretch. We flex the toe into Kiza. Almost only martial artists use this term now, or monks. And this is the dynamic Seiza, or flex toes. I call this Warrior Zero. Because the first time, and this is taking too much time, but this is the first time we find the feet to seat, the root to fruit bandha from the base. So that means, if you're interested, sorry, but you brought the seat muscles back, forgive me, and the heel bones touch the sit bones. Ishu Topadasi to the calcaneus. Then you squeeze the inner ankle and the inner thigh, and when the heels touch, the sit bones touch, because they're touching each other. So when the heels come together, the sit bones come together. That's feet to seat, root to fruit, base to bandha, stance to structure. This is good. This is like teachers training for refined, like 500 million hours or something. So you squeeze it in, and that's gorgeous. You've got the high arch, you've got the stretch from the massage point. Now you can feel that tendon of that bridge. You've got the bandha, you've got the base, and it's gorgeous, real smart stuff. So I think it's smart. So I call that Warrior Zero because that's the first bandha, base, structure. This would be Warrior Zero. This would be Warrior 9. But okay, so then we do the other side. I'll stop talking about that. Gonna go over a little bit. Sorry. So then we do the other side. Kick up towards the heel. Whoops. Kick up towards the heel, and use as much of this big toe bone as you can get on the instep, that metatarsal MT1. That's the knockout bone. So that's a very good massage tool that now is hitting that high inner arch, almost the center of the sole, the foot. And you dig in, and you lean into it, you find it, right? And give me a thumbs up. How many of you are doing this with me? And how many of you can feel one side stronger than the other? Can you feel one side stronger than the other? Thumbs up, thumbs down, yes or no? Fuck yes. Is that part of my French? It's an American joke. So then the affected pressure point takes the stretch. So the receiving foot is the knee that lifts. You dig in. You lead into that. Ooh. Then you've had enough. Recharging your adrenals above your kidney, along your spine, and you flex the toe. Ooh, you stretch out that subo, that pressure, the acupressure point. That's shiatsu. And flexing the toes. Okay. And you draw in the seat muscles back, sit bones to heel bones, and squeezing the seat and the feet together. But one more detail, sorry. If the base of the large toes or bones are hitting each other, that's not nice. That's why you need a little hand space between the base of your large toe when you flex your toes. So that means for those who happen to be interested to how exactly it works best, is when you flex your toe, you just make sure there's a hand space between the base of the large toe bones, right? So then when you, pardon me, but then when you do find the heel and the seat bones touch each other, and you squeeze the inner thighs, and the feet and the seat come together, you don't crush those bones. That's why you need a little bit of space there, okay? And then boom, and that's that. And then you release it and walk it out. Good job. Hold one side. Now, I know you know, but just in case, a lot of people don't know, because people walk straight now, don't move their hips. The heel that's down is the hip that's out. Don't do it wrong, because that'll just pinch your hip. The heel that's down is the hip that's out. Just like when you have to walk fast, or if you're dancing, or if you're a sexy walker type. The heel down, the hip out. Other side, heel down, hip out, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And for yogi, for vinyasis, the heel, for teachers or for your own practice, the heel down, the hip out is such a nice base. You're already set up for your Scorpio. But then most people that take a Scorpio will collapse that side, the shoulder, the rib. So just like down dog, you have to plank your Scorpio to find your power, find your alignment, just like dog. Plank is alignment for dog. It's also alignment for Scorpio. You don't want to tweak your shoulder or your lower back. So plank it, power it, and keep it. Then from the structure of pelvis forward, you go a little deeper into your core, and the back inner heel can come down. The back inner heel can come down on a diagonal, just like Warrior One that it is, so that you can base, like Charlie Chaplin, your duck feet, and you can kick out and squat into your inner heel. And the front base hand thumb is probably forward or index forward, so you keep the inner base on the front, whatever. And that is a beautiful thing. And then you would plank it ultimately and get into a lot of strength in your chest to front upper bandha, and then drop, as most of us have done before. Let's try the other side just for fun. We get one heel down, the heel down base is the hip out, grace. So your inner ankle, outer hip, or and then that will be easy to set up the right leg. But then you plank your Scorpio to get strong alignment, and then keep that shoulders, keep that ribs, keep that belly, and then lift a little more, but don't pinch your hip or your back. Standing knee bent, standing hip out, knee follows the toe. Back inner heel drops in, just like the Warrior One setup that it is, diagonal forward back foot, which is a great vinyasa. However, you can squat that back inner heel, squat that back inner heel, do all kinds of crazy stuff. But right now we're going to counter pose for some Thai therapy on the back before the Thai twist finish, after a little bit of arm lock floor therapy. Then we plank it out. Ooh, find that chest. Oh, kick it. Find that power in your arm and your rib and release it. Beautiful. And yeah, up dog, down dog. And rest. Elbows down, hips back. Come onto the backs of your hands. Can you tell I got a little excited there, didn't I? I like to teach, don't I? You like to teach too? Flex up. Feel the effect of the whole system in play. Right? Orchestrate your movement with a concerted effort, like a concerto. And then release down, release the wrists, and grip the earth, and flex one more if you like, or whatever you like. Do what you like. Find your power. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, yogis and yogini, yogin, the base of the thumb, the grip makes the hug. The grip makes the hug. So figure stance is upper core, which too much talk. So then come through, cross your ankle, thumbs forward, flex up, pulse it out. You're gonna finish with some sit down therapy. Go as low, gentle, or as deep power as you like. A little softer, you know. And then pull through, sit down. If you only get this far for whatever reason, if you jump through, you jump through. But if you or your students or friends get this only this far, I suggest bringing the hands back, flexing the ankles, getting on your respective outer heels. Then you can, try to, whatever you need to do to strengthen it and heighten your wrists, and then try to pull through. Good. Anyway, okay, so we'll do an arm lock. If you're still with me, it's okay if you need to stop. Thank you for going over time. Catch your outer foot. You okay? If you want to take shavasana, fall out, you're good. Whatever, if you need to stop, just make sure you're good. If you feel like you need to, if you want to stop or you don't want to stop, you feel like you need to stretch your core, go ahead, stretch your core. Just flex your toes, bring your hands backwards behind you, bring your seat to your feet, and roll up your seat onto your feet, just like dynamic warrior 0. And then lift your pelvis slightly because it's the back bend, so the sacrum have to go forward, and then sit back on your heel, not the sit bones, right? We're moving up by the sacrum, and then you're down, right? And then if you can go a little deeper, try to squeeze your thigh together and pull your finally finger stand or palm stands, and finally exhale, navel towards spine. Feel that release in your back by supporting it with the core. All right. If you can finish a little bit more with me, I'm going to do an arm lock, arm leg lock, Hasta Baddha Pada. I'm going to catch the outer foot. I'm going to kick. And I'm going to go down. My lower back hurts. I'm going to squat and support the gravity. If I want to go deeper, I might start by crossing my ankles so my forearm rests on my shin again. I'm massaging that muscle line outside the, I keep thinking ulna and radius, that's the forearm, but the tibia, sorry. The fibula, the tibia, the main bone, the elbow's outside that bone, right on that edge, that muscle line. Oh, and the elbow happens to get below the knee at the upper outer front shin pressure point. That's a juicer. Then you could go deeper, uncross, and pelvis side to side, sit bones moving back, and get what you get. Right. Then if you can entrelace, is that French? If you can interlace your fingers, you kunde. Then you can pull back. Almost done. Doing a great job, guys. Pull back, activate that thigh, make yourself heavy base, resist the fall. Resist the fall. If your knee hurts a little bit, feels tight, go ahead and squat back or whatever you need to do when you go back. And then when you feel good, ankle flex over the knee, you can go as deep as you please. Like that. I'm doing that with my arm a little bit. Point the supportive elbow back a little bit just to get in my shoulders, like I'm gonna get my head through the window to look out the door that's on the other side. Okay, and of course, for advanced students, this is not appropriate, but we wouldn't really do this now, but reach across to the top of the foot, right? And then you would start to, wrong side. Then you would start to work circulate that arm, start to work that shoulder blade behind the calf, and Ekapada Shirsha. That would be, whatever. And the soft fist palm down would be the block that balances your pelvis. So you could balance the pelvis and extend the leg. Or you could start to work your shoulder blade back slowly behind the calf, going into deeper places that we're not warmed up for. I'm not warmed up for, these kind of things, right? And then you power up and, we could do that all day if we had a more dynamic flow. Maybe in the future, if we could have it, the occasional advanced class, we could do very advanced practice. And then we would rock up. And rest and release. And that's what we have time for today. So let's repeat that sequence on the second side if you like, which is arm lock, right? And catching the outer foot and, start to pull that back and then extend it out. If you feel in the shoulder, if you feel in the back, go ahead and support yourself and lean your, stop yourself a little bit. Be safe. Lean your chest on your thigh, your rib on your thigh, or, as deep as you can. You can also cross the ankle, and your elbow would massage the outer tibia line to get your energy flow going. Just try to hit that outer shin muscle, right on the outer edge of the bone. Then you could go to the floor and move your pelvis side to side, your sit bones back. You need to bend your knees, whatever. And see what you can get out of your shoulder and your lower back there. Then we'll lace it and pull it back. Right? Like that. And then you go do what you don't twist the knee right now if you can. Just try to keep your lunge. Yeah. If you want to twist, you can twist, but we'll start here from the hip and move up the outer band towards the knee. We don't want to go straight into the knee, in my opinion, but okay. Then if you unlaced your supporting arm, hand, reached over the top, right? And then try to get your shoulder blade behind your calf a little bit. And then maybe palm down, soft fist to base that side of your pelvis to help a lot. Just stay steady, stira, stable, sukham, feeling comfortable, feeling happy, and be based in your asana, grounded in your connection to the earth, yourself, and whatever you're into, from there. And all that kind of stuff. Oh boy, I haven't done that in a while. Right, all that crazy stuff. Oh, don't try this at home. Oh my God, what did I just do? Don't do it. Then we come up, and let it go. We finish with a nice tight twist, right? So if you're still with me, and I really appreciate you taking in the details, not for everybody, but when you're uemuki nete shite kudasai, when you're facing upwards on your back, pronation, you grab the edge of the mat no hashiko sande kudasai, and you push your body back until your bones stop. Get all the fascia and the muscle to move, and you hit the shoulder blades and the sacrum nicely. That's a self-shavasana adjustment. You understand me? And it's a setup for the final tight twist. It's not just for shavasana. It's for people that want to know how I do it. So if most people have their shoulder blades up and their sacrum not down, the shoulder blades not down. So if you grab the edge of the mat, push your body back till the bones stop, you have a beautiful long tail and spread wings. Oh, I open you up. But here, we're gonna keep pushing back with the bent arms until there's resistance. You can't push back anymore. And then you roll up from your core, and then you keep pushing. Don't hurt your neck. You're not on your shoulder blades, you're on your middle spine. And then you twist, 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 twist. Release the core tension in your lumbar and increase the core strength in your psoas core, in your obliques, your core rotators. And that's juice. That's juice. So push it back, press it up, work it out. That's the fighter move. I mean, later, if you could come to my camp, we jump on a tree branch, pull up, and do that hanging from a bar. Then you'd be like, okay, that's proper power. It's fun. Anyway, so what we did that for was a warm up for the final tight twist, as promised, which is this. Once I'm below my shoulder blades on the center of my balance point on my spine, then the pelvis goes, the sacrum goes to the edge of the mat perfectly. It's a 45-degree angle, right? But the shoulder blade stays 90 degrees in the cross. The pelvis makes the X. 45 and 90 together makes a star. It's 8 points sacred geometry, or a snowflake. So I just spit on myself a little bit. I hope you appreciate that. So when the shoulder blades don't move from Shavasana, but the spine takes a side bend and the sacrum goes to the edge of the mat. Or just twist, but if you're still with me, the inner leg towards the center of the mat goes from the sacrum right on the same outer edge of the mat. The outer leg, and then that same inner line, the arm comes across from the shoulder straight to the side. That's the 90-degree part. Then you roll onto the outer thigh and the side body of that base side. Then the leg that's coming across would kick. This is the full thing. And then you create resistance from the same side and thrust kick to get the pubic bone to the floor. So if I don't do that, if anybody's still there, this is why, anyway, if you just do a little bit, it's all good. It's all so good. That's fine. But I don't have my pubic bone on the floor. So when I bend my back knee, the toe just glide along the floor. That is not good for the knee. That won't really take you where you want to go. It can compress the nerves of the lower back. What I'm talking about is to get the pubic bone, the mommy daddy button, the juice
right? The Svanistana chakra, the mula, you know, to keep it going to the floor. Now, when I bend my back straight leg, it toe points up. That's Thai dancer. This is the technology behind the funny ladyboy pose. Then when you reach back, thumbs up, and find the small toe and catch the outer ankle, and don't twist the knee, and pull the ankle heel towards the same side hip. The upper hand should be able to catch the lunging thigh, which means like a staircase, that means your hip is 90 degrees. So is your knee, so is your ankle. Stairway to heaven, right there. Then you lock the pelvis with your inner arch that we massaged earlier. Inhale with your chest and exhale into perfect Thai twist alignment. And this is Thai flow. Now you've got the long lumbar release. Oh, I just gave myself a sacrochiropractic adjustment. And then you let go. And here's the final part. I don't know if anybody's still there, but I'll just finish. The arm bar that got you controlled the active leg is still pushing you out. Then you go origami style, folding paper, back, paper cups, paper boats, back to where you started, which is the diagonal Navasana boat pose, which would be like how you would roll out in gymnastics or martial arts back into a stance. Or if you had to do a dive or backwards roll, you can't do plows, you'd break your neck. So you'd have to roll over one shoulder blade in a dynamic movement, right? Just like dance. So that exists in yoga. The diagonal shoulder sarvangasana exists in the practices. If you look for it. Then you go back into your fighter move, your windshield wiper, and you release all that tension from your back and just repeat and increase the core, heat, the inner fire, the vinyasa, right? The Agni. And then you push out, if your arms are on a diagonal line, for total information, the thumbs would be 45, and the pelvis would go right on that arm line, which would put the sacrum on the edge of a standard size mat. And again, the inner leg goes down to this, from the sacrum to the same outer edge line, and the base side would come out to the side, and you control from that base arm, and then you thrust, resist yourself to get that 90-degree pivot going down, make the stairway to heaven with your leg, take your Thai dancer lady boy, catch your outer ankle, shoulder out, shoulder blade down, full Shakti, heart chakra, anahata open, catch the thigh, base the sacrum of the pelvis if you could with your foot. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, lean back. Whoa, that's Thai flow. It's gorgeous. This is yogic arts, the art of yoga, an expression of movement. And then you roll it out, you fall out, and go back to where you started, which is your diagonal plow, which if you were doing whatever, you'd roll onto one shoulder blade, it would feel really good, and you'd know how to move. And then you go back to Shavasana, take goddess pose, or Yoni Asana, and make a diamond shape with your form, and be receptive at the center, and namaste. Try that if you want. I'm gonna finish in a second after this song. Oh, sorry, buddy. Let's stop. I'm gonna finish with this movement. Good night. Good morning. There is a way to come up slow, to catch your upper shin and just kick, pull up slow. If you haven't tried it before, find your sit bones and get comfortable. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to have a little too much fun. I hope that was good for everybody. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you. What? What? Oh, I made a screenshot. Okay. Questions, comments, criticism, concerns? Okay. Have a beautiful time today. Bye-bye.